Now, many of us find it hard to live without our smartphones, but should they be allowed in schools? The Department of Education is trying out a phone-free scheme across 9 schools here.
And here's why. The latest Ofcom figures show that almost a quarter of children aged between 5 and 7 have a smartphone. And that goes up to 90% by the time they leave primary school. Helen Jones, our reporter, has been talking to parents and children about this big issue.
My own children don't have a smartphone, and my plan is that they will not have one.
Charlotte is a mum of 2 boys aged 10 and 12. She's also a teacher.
What I see in the classroom also causes me concern. I see students with really reduced ability to socialise. In a school where phones are available, kids don't talk to each other. In a smartphone culture environment, what you hear is silence. And as a teacher, I find that really upsetting.
Sean, you are
13.
Do you have a phone, smartphone?
Nope.
Would you like one?
No, not really. I don't really need it. I'd be getting on fine in school without one.
What about friends, people in the class? Do they have smartphones?
Yes, I think I'm the only one in my year that doesn't.
At the age of 13, so that's what, second year, is it?
Yes, second year.
So you don't feel as if you're missing out, or...
I'm pretty happy, actually, because it gives you a lot more free time.
Will you get one, do you think, at some point?
Yeah, at some point. Probably 18.
My name is Rosalind McLean, and I'm a mum, and I am involved in smartphone-free childhood in Northern Ireland as a parent. Really, smartphone-free childhood is about bringing parents together. Many people and parents feel like they've been put in an impossible position. Almost all children have a smartphone by the end of primary school, and yet 94% of primary school parents feel that smartphones are actually harmful. We're really just about bringing parents together and providing solidarity and support in that. We do that through a pact saying, I'd like to delay giving my child a smartphone until at least 14. Over 230 schools in Northern Ireland have signed the pact. Say 15 parents within the class will say, we won't give our child a smartphone until at least 14. They'll maybe start with a more basic phone first. And that means that those children aren't coming home and saying, really, I need one, I'm the only one without, because the parent now knows there's 15 other families who are making the same choice on this as we are.
Olivia.
So you're 11, you don't have one, I take it?
No.
Do some of your friends have smartphones?
All of them, yeah.
How is that for you?
Sometimes it's difficult, but most of the time I don't mind.
Okay, good. Do they spend an awful lot of time on their phones?
Yeah. Well, some of them, but most of them are good with it and control their time.
And what sort of things, Olivia, would they be doing on their smartphones?
Usually it would be for searching up stuff at school. Sometimes they're on YouTube or something. And then there's just these odd games that they play on the bus or something.
My name's Peter Cosgrove. I'm a paediatrician and a member of Health Professionals for Safer Screens and an honorary lecturer.
So what is your professional understanding of smartphones and the impact they have on children?
My experience started during my time in Boston around the late 20-teens when we started there seeing the mental health epidemic around young teenagers, particularly teenage girls, who would often present to an emergency department in crisis. Initially, after assessing, it was common practice to the smartphone from them as part of the therapeutic process. I returned home, and from there, I've seen it evolve here. And over the last few years, locally, we've seen the same phenomena. And it's something that we see on a day-to-day basis clinically. But the problem is so large, it's difficult to really quantify.
It certainly is. Helen Jones reporting there on the great smartphone debate.